Okay. Well, look, it won't take long. Look, this is real easy. So look, the final thing, and I showed you this, I think when I was first showing you how to sew. Okay, and so I want to reiterate this because this is how you sew. And so now we're talking about two pieces of fabric. And you know, I bought a pair, I'm sending them back, but I bought these pink and sheer. They're scallop. And I was going to, and because you asked me and I was saying, well, no, you don't need them. I say it to you like this. Maybe you could use them. Mostly for men's wear, you don't use them that much. But then on the other hand, you could. You could make a lot of shit and then you could use those what do you call it? You could use those and it'll save you time. Usually they use it for women, but they would use it for men's hems. But then on the other hand, you could design your clothes in such a way that you would be able to use those pinking shears, and then they could save you a lot of time. So maybe you do want to buy a pair. Okay. So just a thought. Okay. So now we're going to talk about putting two pieces of fabric together. The only problem with these two pieces are that they're not the same length. And I wanted them to be the same length. But basically, so look, you're going to have the edge of the, you're going to have the fray on the outside edge. But anyway, what you do, and I showed you this before. Okay, it was a long time ago, and so I know you probably forgot. But I'm going to show you again. Like if you're making a pair of pants, and then these are the legs. Okay, this is the front and the back leg. So what you do, because see, I cut that piece off. That's why it's not the same length. But what you do, you go to the end of the leg. Okay, first you do 4 stitches front, 4 stitches back, 4 stitches front, and lock it. You do the lock. You only got that little piece of fabric and you lock it. And then once you lock it and you put the needle in the fabric, then you come all the way to the end of the fabric. And then you get them even. They're supposed to be even. These two are not even, but I'm going to make it even right now to make my point. But you go to the end of the fabric, and then you get them even. You have to get them even at the end. And look, you do this anytime you're sewing two pieces of fabric. And if it's like part of a pattern or something. So you go to the end. First you lock it. And don't mess with any part of the fabric. Only this little corner that you're gonna lock. You don't have to try to do nothing else with the fabric. If you do anything other than put this little part in and lock it, you're wasting your time. Now don't get me wrong, man. When I first started sewing, I wasted my time because I didn't know. Just like I would sew one piece and I'd run to the mirror to go see how it looked. Time waster. You don't look at the shit until you finish sewing. You understand what I mean? Why the fuck you want to go to the mirror and see how the collar look? Don't waste your time. Finish the fucking garment. And then when it's all finished, then go look at it. I know the time wasting, man. I know everything about the time wasting, man. 40 years. Okay, I was wasting my time doing this. So anyway, you come to the end and you get the ends even. And then you come to the middle and then you get the middle even. And then you do like that. You remember me showing you this before?
Yeah.
Okay. Then you're going to come to this part and get it even. And then when you reach a certain part, now look, say like right here. Okay, look, I can sew this far. Okay, so now the only thing I got to do, see how it's a little bit uneven right there?
Right, that's so you can make sure you can see the fabric underneath.
Right, because you have to see both. And then from there, I'm just going to keep both and then look. Okay, so that, okay. And then I'm going to open it up to the second part. And then I'm going to sew that, and I might as well just sew this real quick just to show you, but, well.
30 seconds.
Okay, well, look. Okay, I'll cut it right there. So, look. Okay, but look, this is going to be one of your pieces to practice. Okay, so now that one is locked. So this is going to be yours. So you have to come to the end and pull them together like that. And then find the middle part, and then pull it, and then you can fold it like that. And then once you're holding that, Now see, now I had that uneven, but once you're holding that, then when you get, as example, to around this far, technically you can sew this far in one swoop. Okay, the only thing you got to do is before you start, you got to adjust it where you could see the top and the bottom, and then after that, just sew it up. Okay, now the next step after that, okay, I'm just going to leave this for you because, so that means you're going to sew this, I guess at home or wherever. Okay, after you sew that, now the next step is going to be the top stitch. And then what you're going to do two things. But the main thing what you're going to do is that you're going to make sure that all of this fabric is on this side so it gets caught. And then you're going to do an edge stitch that's going to be close to the edge. Now what you got to do as you're sewing, you got to keep making sure that you're pulling it on that side. Now, it looked like I got a little bit too close right there, but I'm still on this side. And then you got to look underneath and feel it. Like you could feel it when the fabric is on there. But anyway, so this is the other part of the stitch that you want to do. Now, if you do the pinking shears, say like you do the first stitch and then you do the pinking shears, then you're not gonna have a raw edge like that. It's gonna have a nice edge. So do you see that?
Yep.
Okay, so those will be your next two stitches. And then you could take this.